Hey everyone, Furby2 here, and welcome back to Reverse 1999 for something new that I'm going to do. Actually, it's more like part of an event. So apparently, while I finally finished with the main event story, I did say I was going to do the character stories first. So welcome to So and Reap, and it is going to be a Liang Yue's short story here. I've already done the survey like I mentioned before, so let's go ahead and enter the story here. So, looks like there, I'm going to say 8 parts already, so we're going to quickly go over them, and we'll see. Either this takes place way before the main event or after the main event. So, Descent of Frost, let's go ahead and check that out. I'm going to drink my cold tea as well. Let's see. Things are neither entirely this, nor entirely that. By knowing yourself, you see them all. All things, regardless of creation or destruction, ultimately return to unity. A grandfather. Perish Simon. Tree is meant to bear fruit, will bear fruit sooner or later. The frost falls in autumn, the fields of grain wither, and the sweet potatoes rot. But when it's time for it to bear fruit, it will bear fruit. I'm getting a little coffee here.
站起来！
I'm going to start counting down. 3 peanuts. 2 peanuts. 1 peanut. I'm going to guess that Liang is training in the middle of a damn storm. Before its matches might. All evil laughs. Yeah, all evil bends. She's probably doing an incantation. What the? Ow! That hurts, father. Oh, okay, never mind. And he's unwavering. Perhaps this is our true destiny. What? You are no longer the master of Qiaoliang.
你不再被他认可。
The withering of grass and trees, the retreat of hibernating insects, all these are the natural cycles of heaven and earth. Only after you've truly experienced it all, hearing the faint sound of that which will you seek drifting away in the rain, will you understand. All things are one with me. I almost burped, guys. I almost burped. It was getting cut. Causing structural collapse. 28-A11, Code 2, 302, Magdalena Avenue. Suspected arcane-related violent incident that I'm trying to read here. Repeat, Code 2, 302, Magdalena Avenue. What's the situation, Leon? Are you listening? Okay, I think this might be either after 28-A11 responding. Yeah, this is pretty much after the whole event here. I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm ready. I'm not even sure if I'm actually controlling this. It does all the weird freaking screen effects here. So cool. Part 1, Descent of Frost. Okay. We figured at first that this could be all caused by drainage issues. After all the rain we got this year, it wouldn't surprise me. And when we got here, everything was underwater, except for the rubber duck. 2 officers walked through the rubble, passing the days by live victims, stopping by a beech tree that has snapped in two. Or, on the bright side, that it's great for the flowers.
Ha!
Nice try, Cadet. I see you've been improving that busted sense of humor. Still a long ways to go. Anyway, during the initial investigation, they found this. Poirier holds up a clear plastic bag containing a crescent-shaped, crystal-clear hard object. This here is why we got dragged back from vacation. Apparently, it's something only the two finest ladies of the Division of Arcane Affairs can handle. Is it a critter claw? Beats me, but we've gotta explore every possibility. I'll take a closer look.
Yo, wait up!
All the while I'm trying to slowly pour this water in my cup here without spilling it. Okay, she's coughing. What is this? Apparently this place is old. Like, real old. Their grandma's grandma built it with her own two hands kind of place. Is it the cabin in the woods that I remember? Primo location, it's a short drive to the mall and the freeway. Weekend trips up to the Lee estuary. They were putting together a birthday party for the kid right before it started falling. A family home like this must be of great significance. I'm certain the loss they feel is immeasurable. Yeah, they're pretty cut up about it. Everyone made it out okay, though. Thank God. Hopefully, they've got insurance for acts of wanton arcanum. I hate to see them have to tear down this place. Why is it getting dark, though?
Stop.
What? What? I don't know what's going on. Loose gravel slips from beneath their shoes down into a growling abyss, vanishing without a sound.
Holy.
What in the... That is one big damn hole. We've got our work cut out for us. Ahead of them, where the house had been, is now an enormous dark cavity. Have a notion? Looks like they climbed down. Alright, they're back at the Deputy Chief's office, huh? We've collected the incident photos and evidence here. The family is safe. We helped them relocate to a nearby motel.
Here.
Oh, sorry about that. I had a cough. Liang Yue salutes the Deputy Chief and prepares to leave.
Hold on.
Deputy Chief Eldon squints and points to the cabinet beside Liang Yue. Let me see that pipe you found. Bring the rest of the evidence knock up. Liang Yue hands him the pipe. Wait, what's that other bag you've got? She offers him the small bag. Inside lays some sprigs and red ginseng, wrapped in plastic. Oh, I see. Best wishes and good health to you and your team from the Chinatown School Council. Touching. We can't accept this officially, but go ahead and take it. I wouldn't even know what to do with ginseng.
Have a cup of tea and go take a break.
We can't have our fearless vigils cadet collapsing on the job. Yeah, well, you could use ginseng as in...
Thank you, Deputy Chief.
Ginseng tea, or whatever you call it. After that Chinatown case, I knew it was like after the Chinatown showdown. I don't want you to take on too fast. Learning how to recover can be just as important as anything else on this job. Besides, you've got that big test coming up. You need to be at your best. Don't ask me to reschedule it either. It's state mandated for all officers, including vigils. Those results will be a part of your final evaluation for this internship.
Chief Eldon.
Sorry to disappoint you again, but I really have no idea what you mean. I'm not tired at all. I don't need to recover. I just want to get my work done. The typically sharp-tongued chief is at a loss for words. I'm still trying to figure out why the chief tolerates all your back sassing. I didn't intend any sassing, instructed Poirier. Sure, Princess. You know, sometimes I can't wait for you to hit probation and get out of my hair. Hard to believe it's almost been 6 months. Out of your hair, huh? I guess you're right. Whether I pass or not, reassignment seems inevitable. I think she got too comfortable working with Liang.
Cheer up.
kid.
I have faith in you.
Thank you.
Baudier reads her trainee's face, staring her down with probing eyes. Ugh. Knew it. You're not worried about that exam. You've got something else entirely eating you, don't you? No, I am worried about the exam. It's important. It's why I'm here. The instructor didn't press her trainee, but holds her stare a little longer. Baudier shakes her head. It's clear she isn't going to break just yet. The arcane creatures lab got back to us with their results. You were on the money, Cadet. That crescent-shaped thing we found is from an arcane creature. Not a claw, though. The lab rats think it's some kind of fur, but they're not sure what critter it's from yet. Well, you take a look. Liang Yue takes the offered papers from her partner's hands. I threw in the material analysis from the samples we found under the house, too. Just a little treat. Aside from some remains of a few charred critters, they found some kind of superconductive algae. She pauses for a moment, watching her trainee as she scans the document. Basically, what they're saying is... She snatches the sample bag from Baudier's hand. This material generates high-voltage electrical charges upon contact with air, soil, or water, enough to scorch any critter it encounters. So then, that cavern was created by a giant critter burrowing through the ground while producing its substance. Then this critter might be...
I knew it.
So that's what's been eating you, isn't it? If that legend you told me before is true, then perhaps it isn't gone at all. Is she saying that Qiaoliang might have survived, but recharging somewhere? It was released, and now it's roaming free. Okay. That was a little delay. A sudden gust of wind blows through the open windows of the office, scattering papers into the air. Hey, shut that window! We're trying to work here! The window is slammed down, sealing away the gathering wind and storm clouds beyond. The disheveled cadet stands frozen in place, staring out at the sky. Could it really be Qiaoliang? A deep, resonant call echoes from the depths of her memory. Alright, part 1 is done. And I need more ice. Alright, on to part 2 if it goes through. The commencement of winter. Alright. Alright, back to flashback. Get up.
站起来！站起来！
I'm guessing harsh training, I believe. Okay, I guess we're back at the modern day, huh? Present day.
Sorry.
Buenos. Please continue. You were saying the appliances stopped working?
Yes.
It was just like you said. Right before the collapse began, all the appliances started failing one by one. First the lights went out, then the entire house lost power, and everything started trembling. We thought it was an earthquake. Then everything went completely silent, and the power came back just like that. That's when the house started collapsing. By the time we got outside, we could see cracks in the earth. There was something under our house, some kind of giant beast. I could really only make out its tail in the darkness. Electrical failures, beast-like appearance. The witness's statement lines up with what we should expect. Still, we can't rush to assumptions. Her pen sputters, leaving blotches of ink on the paper as she records her thoughts. So what's next? Do we comb through our arcane creatures database for a match?
No need.
I already checked out checked our current evidence against the last 10 years of case records. There's been nothing like this in the city before.
Holy...
The past 10 years? When did you even have time to do all that? I thought it might come up, so I took the initiative to check. Hold up. You really went through the whole damn database yourself? Officers, have you figured anything out yet? We just want to put this whole thing behind us before our daughter's birthday. I understand. We are doing everything we can to narrow down what caused this. It seems to be an entirely new sort of critter, so it may take some time to identify the culprit.
By the way,
Portier, I was thinking there is another place. Just yawning. That might have information on our suspect. Though she maintains her professional decorum in front of the victim, Portier can read the excitement in her eyes. I couldn't tell. God damn it, I dropped my remote again. Oh. Okay, I gotta drop my remote control and press down the unmute button on my TV. Sorry about that. The library. I should have figured, but I'm afraid we don't have time to wander around such a big library. Before I let you go bookworm wild, I need to remind you, Eldon's got us booked in for the exam day. I already took that into consideration. As long as we finish up by 5 p.m., there'll still be plenty of time. Her partner remains unmoved. Sure, you do you, princess. But I'm not sure why we're staying here. This is all just human fiction. Oversized fonts, picture books, kiddie stuff. Why not go through to the Foundation's archives? You aren't going to find anything here besides little Lucy puts on her socks and red beans and Spam. Because I'm looking for exactly that kind of book.
look.
Here it is. Legends of Ancient China. Looks like an ordinary kid's book to me, besides all the Chinese. Yes. I am not gonna try to pronounce the name. Wang Jiangji. That's how you say it, right? That's the name. Qiaoliang expels plagues and drives away evil spirits. It devours all that is ominous and inauspicious. It's a common story about Qiaoliang consuming anything it deems evil.
And
That's it. That's it. So, what was the point? That's even less info than what you told me about Qiaoliang the first time. Yes, it's more or less the same story I was told as a child. Portier responds with a hard stare. Incident reported at 12 Blue Jacaranda Road. Suspected critter activity resembling yesterday's collapse. Immediate assistance required. The two leap to attention.
the time is...
4:20 p.m. now. The Liang Yue frowns imperceptibly at the clock. You really want to take the call. Your exam is in 3 hours, kiddo. Her gaze sharpens and she hesitates only for a moment. The case takes priority. That'd be true, though. Maybe. Again, it tells the announcement here. Oh. What the? Well, my... So you just decided that taking this call was more important than your exam? Have I got that right? Sorry, Chief. The time got away from us. We wanted to follow up to see if this could be the same creature that caused the previous collapse. Portier looks over to her trainee. Her mouth opens to continue, but she lets the words trail off. So, what's it? Portier flusters at the deputy chief's piercing question. The damage was less severe this time. A bit of shaking, some power loss. We're yawning. But we're reasonably certain it's the same creature. But it got away. Somewhere material and ethereal. Okay, we're good. The young cadet lowers her head, mulling over whether to explain her theory. It disappeared before we could encounter it. The deputy chief's brow deepens, a long silence passing between them in the small office.
First,
I told you this exam was mandatory, and that it cannot be rescheduled. I thought I made myself clear, didn't I? Yes, Chief. Second, I am beginning to see a pattern with the two of you. You think the whole weight of every case has been be on your shoulders, whether that's hubris or a lack of faith on your fellow officers. I won't tolerate it, understood? Yes, Chief. Is that all you can say? Yes, Chief? I thought we already established that I expect more of you.
think it through.
Maybe you'll gain a little appreciation from your team after sorting through your archives. Our archives. You're not going back on duty until you're done. Now off you go. Yep. Never missed test. Don't think I've forgotten about you, Portier. Letting your trainee miss a mandatory evaluation? Yeah, you could forget about getting that corner desk. Who needs a corner desk anyway?
Here.
Portier pokes her trainee with a small cookie. Take it. A bit of sugar will ease the pain of hiding we just got. Should look familiar. Another gift from our friends in Chinatown School Council. I don't know what you'll call them, but they're not half bad. Liang Yue raises her head from the desk, hesitating for a moment before accepting it into her hand. Nom, nom, nom. The white sugar melts on her tongue, the familiar flavor bringing a touch of comfort. They're called bengsha. She sniffles as she takes another bite. Or sniffles. Kind of reminds me of that first lunch we had. Yeah, back at the diner? Who would have thought we'd end up eating cookies in a dingier place? Dingier place, I meant. And staring at a pile of moldy files that even bookworms wouldn't touch. She picks up the dusty tennis ball nearby, baffling at its random presence. I heard from the Chief Eldon that you wanted to move to the corner desk. Portier casually tosses the tennis ball against the wall. He was putting it mildly. It was about my promotion. An officer grade 3 can have a corner desk. The ball bounces back, and Liang Yue barely catches it. Though they couldn't know it, outside crickets are chirping in the night, and the scent of lotus hangs on the wind. So, what's on your mind, kid? You finally gonna tell me? What? You know, you're as stubborn as the mules on my granny's farm. Pfft. So I just never imagined you would have grown up on a farm. Why do you think I'm so strong? You don't get a physique like mine without tossing a few hay bales. Now, stop evading my questions. You're acting odd, cadet. Don't try denying it. You know I can read people.
I was only trying to follow the evidence.
Her voice is clear and resolute. I needed to know. I have to know. Whether this means Qiaoliang isn't really gone. After the Chinatown case, I was afraid. But maybe it was just healing. Like it had been the last time it disappeared. Maybe it's not gone. It's just hiding. Waiting for its wounds to recover. I hope you're right. It does fit the profile. It's the size of the tunnels. The conductive fur samples. The eyewitness counts. It's a distinct possibility. But that's not what I want to know. What?
I'm not following. Why do you gotta get Chang Liang back?
You grew up thinking your whole life was going to be about taking care of this ancient beast to continue your family legacy. But now you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a burden anymore. It's more than that, isn't it? You thought I wouldn't figure it out. I know where those mysterious injuries of yours come from. You told me once, every blessing has a price. That's the price isn't it? Ain't it? I guess I forgot sometimes that you're not just my instructor. You're a skilled investigator too. Aw, but I can't take all the credit. Eldon caught on first. He saw what you looked after, like after summoning Qiaoliang back in Chinatown. Typical Eldon. All he said was, rough. So I told him I keep an eye on you. Whoever came up with the idea of shaming kids into following their family legacies is a goddamn criminal.
I'm just worried about you.
As you should be. Because whatever this is, a blessing or a curse, it isn't worth your life. You're so much more than just a vessel for that monster. I know you don't want to disappoint your family, but you're just a kid. You shouldn't have had this put on you. You should have had a choice. Silence follows her words. The air feels as thick as glue between them, smelling like a dull mix of old paper and sugar cookies. I think you're making a mistake.
I'm just doing my duty as an officer of the law.
Is it though? Okay, so just got back here, and it looks like we just unlocked some additional feature as well. A child's diary records memories of the arrival of a new guest. Unlock the past within for deeper insights into the story. Alright, so the image gallery on the right contains Liang Yue's past sketches. Each sketch has its own distinct shape and a unique set of stats. So fill the space on the left with images to meet the 3 stat requirements and reveal a glimpse of the past. So it looks like I need some unity, smarts, and strength. So let's see. Maybe this one? The stats of the images are calculated by numerical order, from top to bottom, with higher priority given those on the left. Let's see. I guess it needs more here. I think we need to fill in the images, I believe, in all honesty. I don't know. It looks like I gotta be careful when dealing with something like this here. I need 100 of these things. Let me think. I think that's fine enough for me. I mean, it could go over a little bit of it. So with the stat requirements met, he tapped here to unlock a glimpse. Let's go ahead and view it. Fixing up the temple, setting up firecrackers, making calls. I'm busy too, because I'm the inheritor and need to bond with our new friend, Qiaoliang. No one has time to guide me. According to Mom, I have to figure it out on my own. But I guess it's because they don't dare to talk Qiaoliang too. But I do. It'll be fine. I'll manage somehow. I know how to entertain a new friend. It's not hard. I remember everything Mom and Dad did when they had guests. First, hospitality means serving tea. I made tea, prepared a fruit platter, and even brought out my precious crispy noodles and burger candy. Sure enough, Qiaoliang was very interested in the crispy noodles. It looked at me, and the little snake on its tail looked at me too. It must have never eaten this before. I showed it how crushing noodles in the bag, sprinkling in the seasoning, pouring them on a plate. I also shared my favorite way of eating them. A bite of noodles, a bite of candy, a salty and spicy followed by sour and sweet. All the flavors mixed together. But in the end, the crispy noodles were twisted. Qiaoliang blew the crushed noodles everywhere. Luckily, I cleaned up the house before Mom and Dad got back. Next time, I need to prepare a deeper bowl. Okay, so we completed that thing here. I guess we only needed to do that to do this here. Huh. It was weird. I don't know why I was speaking out loud. Light show. When I take on a case, I see it through. Anything this might have to do with me it's not important. You're just overthinking things. Just like that, the girl slips back behind her mental wall. Alright, well, we've got a lot of work left to do before we can get anywhere near our case again. A knock at the desk window ends their conversation. Portier shifts her to her feet and opens the window with a saccharine smile. If that's how you say it.
How can I help you today?
Hey, Portier, I need a file for case number 197701098-02C. I think it was at the top of that rack last time. Ha! You got it. That's where we're here for. She whistles sarcastically. The patrolman glances somewhat blankly at Portier, then over to Liang Yue as a puzzled look creeps over his face. Wait, I recognize her. That's our Vigils cadet, right? Why are you guys stuck in the archives? Portier sneaks a smile over at Liang Yue before breaking out into a laugh. You're in luck, rookie. You get to behold the consequences of pissing off the deputy chief. Listen up, and you might just avoid the same sad fate. That's gonna be funny. So that's why you're stuck sorting files in the archives. Still, that's really cool. Sorry, I don't mean. I just think it's really cool that you have a mythical beast that you could summon as an arcane skill. Like, that power has gotta be unbelievable. You think so? Yeah, but that's gotta be the big responsibility too, right? Like all that history and tradition gathered together, and it's all on you.
If I were you...
I think it'd be tough. I don't know if I could ever feel like my own person. As the awkward choice of words began to sour an already overlong conversation, Portier jumps in and with a much-needed rescue. We've got a long night ahead. Let's wrap this up. Here's your file, rookie. Just need a signature and your fingerprint here. Liang, help me log his file onto the system. You got a problem, Cadet?
Nothing. Copy that.
She blinks softly. And there we go with the memories of the fireworks. Silent, speechless. The world turns empty.
You... Who are you? Are you living?
You may look away from the screen if it's waiting. Although the title is already just picked up here.
Ha!
Still awake, Cadet? Come on, burning the midnight oil is not so bad, isn't it? At least this way we get a bit of a break before this place gets busy. In the narrow hallway, the buzz of radios fill the air. A churning sea of busy officers stop and turn toward the new arrivals. A few eyes lock on Liang Yue before quickly going back to their work. I repeat, no evidence of an explosion on site. All residents have been evacuated safely. Another collapse on Adams Street. Number 13? Copy, we're on our way. See, Cadet, super calm. There is a silent tension in the office as they make their way to their desks. Eyes dark and silent. Hesitant expressions are shared. Awkward. Great. Why do I feel like a goddamn rookie on our first day again? An officer stands up and blocks Liang Yue's path forward. Liang, you led the investigation into the first collapse 2 days ago, yeah? Yes, why? There have been 3 more incidences in the same area just last night. It's getting worse too. 5 injuries, 3 in the ICU.
Holy...
Everyone's been working around the clock since then. Understood. I have some leads. We'll resume our investigation immediately. The officer rubs his mouth, then scratches his head, hesitating to continue. Actually, a feigned cough The words stick in his throat. We just have some doubts about your objectivity on this case. What doubts? We need a report of your progress so far, all the details, your leads, so we can collaborate. No problem.
Hold on a minute.
Don't spit in our faces and call it rain. I know what this is. She is about to speak, but Portier cuts her off. First, we're taking our findings to the chief. He can make the call on what to do with it. 'Cause collaborate sounds a hell of a lot more like take over to me. Portier scans the room, taking in the pricked ears of lowered eyes. She clears her throat and speaks firmly. Last time I checked, this was still our case. Until that changes, I need a hell of a lot of less doubt from the rest of you.
Besides,
What have you got for us? Because unless you have a solid lead like we do, I think you could back off. A solid lead? How about that based on our evidence? This creature is more than likely to be Cadet Liang's mythical beast, the Qiaoliang. Portier gives her colleagues a meanable scan. The knowledge does not seem to be a shock to anyone present. Didn't think anyone else would figure it out. Portier whispers to Liang Yue, and halfway through, her eyes widen. Oh? Never trust a rookie. What's your deal, Portier? We're all on the same team here. We all respect Cadet Liang's abilities, and yours, obviously. But with her close connection to this lead, if there's any truth to it...
Please don't worry about that.
Hey, kid, don't let them get to you. I don't believe Qiaoliang would cause all this destruction. Even if, hypothetically, it did. Liang, my office, now! Eldon's sharp voice cleaves through the room, forcing all eyes back on the cadet. She stands in the center of it all, chest heaving. And I need to take my sip. This is the third time I've had to haul you in here, Cadet. Why don't you just move in here? It'll save me some time. Eldon slams a newspaper on the desk. Menacing Mastermind? Liang Yue and Qiaoliang. I'm sorry?
An anonymous report filed against you.
I don't think you need to guess my feelings about this getting into the press. What the hell did you think was going to happen? That we wouldn't find out? That we just let you hunt for your lost pet in secret? Now, it's not your fault someone leaked this out. That's someone else's head. But what I can accept is that you two not trusting your fellow officers with this lead. He pauses for a moment, letting the words sink in, almost daring her to speak. I know what this case must mean to you, and why you missed your exam. His tone softens, becoming almost fatherly.
Deputy Chief, I need to...
Investigate this case, because I'm the best person.
So you've learned how to grow a spine. Good. But this isn't a test.
Deputy Chief Eldon shifts his stance a little more. You can't trust us with the truth? Is that it? There's a color of disappointment in his voice.
No, Chief.
You thought if you told me, I'd take you off the case? No, Chief. That if I knew, I doubt your ability, that I wouldn't let you be the one to handle your beast? No, Chief. My beast. So tell me, why should I? I know now that I know you've been keeping the whole division in the dark. How do I know you'll follow my orders and stay objective?
I will follow my orders.
Really? And have you ordered to imprison this creature? Or destroy it? I will follow my orders. Prove it. That last call, Adam Street. I want you there now. If the call is anything to go by, your beast might still be around.
We need you.
Understood. She's gotta choose, ain't it? Hard, huh? Reap what you sow. Yeah. Not again. I kinda drank from the wrong pipe when I was drinking my water. Winter solstice, if that's how you pronounce it. It was just here. It had this enormous tail, and it tore to the ground. Sparks flying everywhere. Oh my God! That's what's causing these tremors, isn't it?
Damn it.
Stay calm, please. The ground's shaking so much I could barely stand.
Don't panic. We'll keep you safe.
Alpha team, listen up. We need to cordon off everything in a 2-mile radius around the scene. It could surface at any time. Be ready to engage. Securing her radio, Liang Yue vaults over a broken wall, heading toward the epicenter. Liang! Hey! Liang! This is a... let me see. Point a 40 USP series anti-critter handgun. Grenades laced with Saiba soothing pollen.
Enough to handle this sort of situation.
Maybe. Or it could. Yeah. Hey, Liang! That's the epicenter! Pierre, should we follow her? Pfft, only if you are crazy. Stand by and wait for my signal. I don't know if I should sound like that, but I guess I should. Her radio begins to emit strange static sounds. Huh? Liang Yue taps the phone, but it remains unresponsive. It's dead. I want you at the intersection of Adam Street and Sycamore. You'll be leading Mobile Unit Alpha. Get there, scout the site, and keep in contact. We'll position 3 heavy weapons squads at the edges of the cordon to block any escape. Heavy weapons? We've seen enough of that creature's destructive power. We can't take any more chances. Yeah, it's getting too serious, guys. Chief, if it's really Qiaoliang, it knows me. It can sense me. I assure you it won't harm us. I'll do everything I can to reach it as soon as possible. If I do that, will you allow me to attempt to pacify it? Are you willing to take that risk, Cadet? You'll be the only one that can get close. Once you're at the epicenter, you'll be on your own. Understood, Chief. I'll handle it. His silence is long and thoughtful. Alright, do it. Other officers will be on hand to assist you in any way they can. But if that beast puts the public or my officers in danger, I will put it down. Understand me? Liang Yue raises her ink black irises to meet his bright and determined. I understand. At the epicenter, the ground beneath Liang Yue's feet shakes violently. Behind her, a growling jam of gridlocked traffic is stuck behind the police cordon. Whoa! What's going on, dude? Attention, citizens! We ask that you follow police instructions and detour away from this area immediately. Hey! What's happening up there? Huh? Huh? Another strong tremor surges from underground. Whoa! Is this the end of the world? Or did I just have way too much? Liang Yue keeps her eyes fixed on the ground, taking a deep breath. Calm down, Liang Yue. If it's really Qiaoliang, you'll know it. You can understand it. You can control it. The ground pulses faster now like a racing heartbeat. Heat waves rippling toward her. I can feel it. The electrical charge is intensifying. Intensifying indeed. I can feel its blood boiling. What an exhilarating feeling. The world is about to burst into steam. Yes, it's coming here. Am I gonna fight it? She grabs her radio. Attention, all squads. This is Liang Yue. It is coming. The officers at the cordon nearby immediately switch gears, ready for coming action.
3,
Yes.
2, 1.
I'm not even clicking anything. Is it? A deafening roar erupts as scalding air bursts up from the epicenter. The column of steam moves forward like a saw, cleaving open a hole as it moves. As the air begins to swirl, Liang Yue dives to the ground and begins crawling to the edge of the abyss. Shh, shh, calm down, calm down. Don't be afraid. We mean you no harm. She calls down into the darkness, but the creature that lies beneath them does not heed her words. It strikes the surface again. I can't! Deputy Chief Eldon stands ahead of the heavy weapons officers, radio in hand. All units, prepare to fire! Wait! Don't shoot! Amid the chaos, Liang Yue grabs her radio. This is Liang Yue calling Chief Eldon. Liang Yue calling Chief Eldon. You had your shot, kid. But we can't afford to risk the lives of innocent people on another attempt. We can't afford to lose you either.
All units!
From a distance, the precinct's ranking officer raises his hand. Then, with a heavy motion, he brings it down. Fire! In that moment, her instinct overpowers all sense and reason. Wait! Just wait for me! Did she just block the bullet? She leaps into the scorching rush of steam and amid a barrage of bullets. The officers hesitate, letting their heavy guns go silent. Chief! I think someone just jumped in there! Oh god, that's... Portier turns back, shouting to Deputy Chief Eldon, but he doesn't need to hear her words. He knows. Deputy Chief Eldon raises his right arm almost simultaneously.
Hold your fire!
All squads, cease fire! The wind roars. The candlelight flickers. The silhouette of the beast dissolves like a burnt salt, vanishing into endless emptiness. Don't. A ringing sound ushers in an indescribable vision, the cries of a living being. The world is slipping upside down, and the wind sweeping through an old lilac tree in her hometown. Or is it I think it was lilac. Sorry. Inside the temple, an ancient bronze incense burner sends smoke rising into the sky. A single goji berry rests atop the burner. Portier is the first to leap into the chasm, rushing toward her friend. Damn it, princess! She wants to save it? She's trying to... And now the title drop. One jump left, one jump right, jump into the Peach Blossom Village. One jump forward, one jump back, jump into the reed marshes. You jump, I jump, jumping into the warm sun. Wobbly chalk squares in red and yellow are drawn on a cement floor. The goji berry perched on the incense burner drips with dew. It watches silently as the girls plays hopscotch outside the temple. She really doesn't have much friends, huh? Achoo! The wind rises as if in response. A faint scent of sorghum wine, and the rolling sound of tang poems drift through the air. The temple isn't very large, but it is enough to shelter a child unwilling to go home. The child carefully unwraps a band-aid, aligning it over a wound before patting it onto on her skin. The candlelight inside casts flickering shadows of the child. Hello? Hello? This is Detective Liang Yue speaking. It's nothing but an old toy phone. Even if it had been real, she hasn't dialed anyone. Don't know who I am? Preposterous! State your name! There is no answer. She pauses, as though pondering how to continue her little story. Oh, so your name is Qiaoliang, the ancient mythical beast of Qiaoliang? Alright then, from the sound of your voice, you're probably a weakling and not very scary at all. Why are you calling today? You're in trouble, aren't you? You've encountered an even worse monster. They trapped you in stone, sealed you in a sculpture, left you with nothing to eat, and you're starving every day? Unbelievable! Who would do such a terrible thing? Not to worry, Detective Liang Yue will bring them to justice. No matter how big or bad these monsters bullying little Qiaoliang are, I'll drag them out, slam them down, and beat them up. Suddenly realizing just how loud her voice had gotten, she stops. Sorry, I've been doing all the talking. Say something, won't you? Still no answer. But she decides she still listen attentively, nodding as if someone was tearfully speaking on the other end. Of course, Detective Liang Yue is the best detective in the world and will protect everyone, including little Qiaoliang. If you ever feel lonely, like when you can't find a friend or hops for hopscotch or get scolded by your dad, you can come to me, and I'll help you. I won't let you be lonely. Her voice grows softer and heavier until the veil falls away. After a long while, she pretends to end the call. Aw, that's cute. Are you real? Grandfather says you are. Dad, too. They talk about you like you're a god, but neither of them has ever seen you. If you were real, then you could play with me. The girl lifts her head from her arms, staring blankly at the flickering candlelight. Then a chant appears softly and dimly at the corner of her mind, drifting in from somewhere and nowhere.
惭愧须臾往向，一野众而兼游光。
She's saying the ritual.
巴陵为之震慑，况其骨与毕方。
There it is. It hurt her. Arise, Qiaoliang, swift and fierce. Banish all evil and cleanse this place. Her voice is youthful, clear, and pure. Ow. Ooh, it's behind her, huh? Look at this. The beast before her has eyes like a glowing storm and a broad white striped forehead. A powerful presence, so vast and near at the same time. It breathes softly, gazing at her from its bright, clear eyes. You came! Did you come because I called you? Will you be my friend? She reaches her hand out delicately, moving softly until she touches the beast's nose. Is this your fur? It's like lightning. It tickles. Can I play with it? Oh my god. A child hero with an unknown mission rides in from the horizon. I am about to tear up, guys. This is too adorable. And she wakes from a hospital. Huh?
Thank God. You're awake.
What happened to
What
me?
happened to me?
I'm interrupted again. I didn't think. Oof. Alright. That was intense. That was very, very intense. So, some diary entries contain images that cannot be moved. Try adjusting their numerical order to influence the calculation and meet the stat requirements. Let's see. I need 300 of the blue, and I need 40 of these, 20 of these, so... Jeebus, okay. What if I could do this? Maybe. I do this though? Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think I did something wrong, because I'm pretty sure that I might have done. I got the thing here, but I need the green. I think I need this. There we go. Haha, got it. All right, I just had to add things on top of this here. Okay, I was just thinking it. All right. Thursday, March 20th, 1980. Can't read that because my recording thing is in the way. I've always wanted to play hopscotch with my classmates, but I've always had to hurry home to practice my arcane skills. Now that I have Qiaoliang, I don't have to play alone. As soon as Mom and Dad left, I invited Qiaoliang, and it didn't turn me down. Qiaoliang is really big, so I had to draw the squares even bigger. It took 4 whole pieces of chalk. There were lots of old roof tiles near the temple waiting to be replaced, so I picked up a bunch of sturdy ones. That way, even Qiaoliang accidentally stepped on them, we wouldn't run out. I showed it the rules: hop on 1 foot, hop again, then both feet. Jump to 8 and back. The squares were huge. I jumped as hard as I could, but I still kept stepping on the lines. Looks like I need more practice if I want to play with Qiaoliang. I couldn't recite the chant either, so I promised to chant it for it when it jumped. Friends should help each other. When it was Qiaoliang's turn, I threw a tile for it, but when it landed, the thud was so powerful it shook the ground. Good thing I found a quiet spot, otherwise we wouldn't have been caught. But the biggest problem was that Qiaoliang never learned how to hop on 1 foot. I tried teaching it again and again, but it just tilted its head and stared at me. In the end, I had the little snake on its tail throw the tile for me instead. It seemed to enjoy that, so it looks like this will be our own version of the game. Yeah, that was a bit difficult for me anyway. So, right, on a part 5, severe cold. And I'm guessing I'm hospitalized. What would think? Alpha team is in position. Initial scans suggest no risk of aftershocks. Permission granted to proceed with further support. Case ID 2085C39570. Target is now under control. The transport team will deliver it to the lab for further analysis.
So...
I saved it? Oh god, don't make me relive it. You had me worried half to death. Do you have any idea how stupid that was? You dashed right as they started firing. We all thought you were a goner. Wanna guess what happened? Go ahead. No? Yeah, you got shot, princess. What? Did it get hit as well? Yeah, not that it did any good. Those heavy rounds were meant to subdue massive critters, but they didn't even face it. All the bullets were dissolved when reaching its skin. I figure only someone as reckless and stupid as you could have subdued it. I still don't know how you managed to get up to its mouth with that sedative. Of course, that was when you got hit with a round. Boom! Lights out. Thankfully, it was knocked out too, with you hanging from its neck. Is it still alive? Where is it? Whoa, 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 calm down. You took a big hit, kid. We're not letting you go anywhere just yet. Portier's expression is tense and understated. Just be patient, okay? She pats her trainee's shoulder with sisterly affection. It's alive.
Thank goodness.
Can I see it? She starts to draw up from her hospital bed, only for Portier to force her back down. What part of be patient did you not get, cadet? Besides, I don't think you could stand even if I let you. The girl fixes her instructor with a stare and clear question. Instructor Portier?
Actually...
It wasn't even your pal. Yeah, believe it or not, it was something called a Moshamir worm, part of the subterranean Shamir's genius. genus. The Foundation identified it for us, pretty much as soon as we could get them a picture. A well-documented critter found in the deserts of Asia and Africa. Anyone's guess how it ended up in the grassy SoCal suburb? But we live in a crazy world. They are sending it off for research. The whole electricity thing is new, so the eggheads want to do some tests. But what's clear as day is that whatever that thing is, it's not Qiaoliang. Not even the same kind of thing. Not even in the same family. It's just a worm. A big, creepy-ass electric worm-formed critter. So, not your beastie. Not your bestie. Qiaoliang, whatever it is, not something that you could classify as a worm. It's a creature that defies both classification and comprehension. As they speak, a breeze slips through the doorway, and the flowers by her bedside droop. Drop? Droop, yeah.
I'm sorry.
A sympathetic hand returns to her shoulder. It's not Qiaoliang. No. A short word and a long pause follow, broken by a deep breath.
But I guess we gotta admit that Liang's really gone. For good.
Severe cold. One month later. Congratulations, Officer Liang. You're finally on your feet again. Huh? A piece of falling confetti lands on Liang Yue's open mouth. What is all this? A few colleagues were holding up bouquets of flowers and welcome back cards behind Portier. I thought I was just coming here to collect my dismissal papers. Well, you did mess up, real bad. But that move with the sedative grenade was hard to ignore. You're the reason we caught that thing alive. And once people saw the lengths you were willing to go for Qiaoliang, well, it touched some hearts, I think. They might still think you're a nutcase, but a brave one. I hope you're ready for the deputy chief. I don't think he's going to go easy on you this time. If it makes you feel any better, I'll be sure to drop by and visit you in the archives for however long you're stuck down there. Huh. Liang Yue drops her head to hide the faint smile bubbling up on her face. Thank you.
Get these out of my sight.
At the appearance of the chief, the crowd quickly disperses back to their desks. Eldon strides forward to the two officers, holding a paper bag filled with papers. Portier mimes a just surrender expression before sneaking off. Eldon is now looming over her like a collapsing wave. Police law, A+. Criminal psychology, A. Tactical operations, A. Mixed martial arts, A-. Arcane knowledge, A+. Do you know which score is missing, Cadet? Eldon shakes the assessment sheet in his hand. When he is at his last confident that she's shaking in the meeting, he puts it into his back pocket. No promises on a passing grade after what you put us through with that stunt? His piercing gaze feels as cold as ice, but it melts against the warm calmness of still water. I understand. I'll accept whatever score I'm given. Liang Yue stands at attention, trying not to show a single emotion. Eldon studies her carefully, pausing long enough to draw a bead of sweat from her forehead. Then he smirks.
Listen up.
This is just a piece of paper.
But it means a hell of a lot more than that once it's submitted.
The ceiling fan creaks overhead. A green scarab lingers on a dusty windowsill. I've met many kinds of officers in this line of work. Some are glory hounds, some like to spill every little detail into the press, others are no-good crooks. Some are loyal and brave, even when they get chewed up by the system. Some are honest, the kind that will stand up for what is right, even against their fellow officers. I've seen too many rookies fall into corruption. No matter what choices they make, they always pay the price. I asked you once, what kind of officer do you want to be? That's not the question I want to ask anymore.
So let me ask you this. How high a price would you pay to be that perfect officer you want to see in the mirror?
A pause. The question weighs heavier than any interrogation. She nearly steps forward, the answer undeniable in her chest.
You don't have to answer me now.
Think it through. He pulls a black pen from his pocket, holding the evaluation sheet in his other hand. The outcome was decided, written in black and white. After signing, Eldon folds the sheet and tucks it away. You'll get the final results when you're back. The vigils will notify you. Oh boy, who knew a test can be so intimidating? Oh boy. The cold breeze carries laughter with the warmly lit precinct. Liang Yue stands in the chilly night air for a long time, staring into the distance. The scent of hot dogs wafts up from a nearby deli as she looks outward toward the distant ocean. Now I'm craving hot dogs now. Slowly, she reaches for the waiting phone. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? What a surprise! You're calling home today? The familiar voice travels across oceans, carried by electric currents. Honey, stop reading and come here. Our darling Liang Yue is calling. I'll put you on the speaker, so your dad can hear us too. He was just talking about you yesterday, saying he hadn't heard a word since you left. She took a deep breath. My probation period is almost over. I've got most of my results already. Just need to wait for the final outcome. I'm doing well. The food isn't so bad, and I've met lots of kind people and made many friends. Every day is fulfilling. The arcane cases here are quite different from those back home. From the other end of the receiver comes an eager response, as even the smallest drops of information from her daughter are drunk in deep by her mother.
Ma.
What's wrong?
Qiaoliang 丢了.
A memory surfaces of her childhood, visits the herbal shop with her mother, the air thick with the bitter aroma of medicinal herbs. Foxnuts, Poria, Angelica, Buplurium, all weighed carefully, gram by gram, dissolving into water. I lost Qiaoliang. The ache in her throat connects both past and present. The bitterness lingers in her nose. Yeah. I hate to see her sad. I really don't. Alright. Commencement of spring. It moves, grandfather. Lift the pole. Oh, that's not a fish biting. Just the wind picking up. Not a fish. The bobber going up and down like that is normal. When a real fish comes, you'll know. Cranberries. I don't know why I say cranberries when I'm voicing an old man. I swear. I don't know why. That's pretty much the situation. Yue, your father wants to talk to you. I think she's preparing herself. Hi, Dad. Go ahead.
没受伤吧？
He can be a father. That's what's important. He his first question is, how is she doing? I'm fine. I'm okay. How far ahead is your rent paid? I need to know so I can book your flight. Morning arrival or afternoon? Maybe around mealtime? That way you can have some of your mom's dumplings while they still warm.
Bah.
The receiver in her hand is damp with sweat. The hallway is silent, and save for the distant cheers and clattering from the skate park. Her shadow hangs at the edge of the light, unmoved by the sounds of joy or the creeping stillness of the night. Do you remember the couplet we hung in the hallway before we moved? The Hanwei inscription said, the Qiaoliang blossoms. If that's how you pronounce it, I am sorry if I mispronounce it. Alright, stretch across the crimson mountain paths, and the young phoenix sings clearer than the old. You said it was something meaningful to reflect on. You told me to read it often. So I read it every day, over and over, until I started to wonder.
若桐花未开，雏凤不吟，他们又该怎么办呢？
Questions, accusations, anger, hesitance. They all fade into silence. Liang Yue hears her father setting down his tea. The faint clatter suggests his hand had trembled, nearly spilling his cup. We never told you. That day was your grandfather's funeral. That day? You mean, yes, the day of the Jiangshe festival when you were 6. It was also the day you met Qiaoliang. Liang Yue raised her head, studying an old scar. Your grandfather spent his whole life hoping to see Qiaoliang. His mastery of arcane skills was the strongest in 5 generations of our family. Yet he left this world filled with regret. Even after all I suffered through, from his expectations and his disappointment, I can't find it in myself to hate him.
那副对联，我记得，我已经收起来了。
Her father takes a deep breath, the weight of years laced with remorse finally granting an innocent prisoner their exoneration.
那不该让你承受。
That rain was never meant to fall on you, yet you bore it all. 3 chimes from the ancestral bell echo in her head, clearing a lifetime of doubt. Grandfather, the fish still aren't biting. Patience is the key with fishing. Here, take this little stick. You can draw in the dirt while you wait with me. Draw? What should I draw? Whatever you like. Fish, birds, anything you'd like. Something I like. Oh, I know. Grandfather, look! What's this? It's not a tiger or a dragon. It's my secret friend. A secret friend? Oh, wait. I see it now. You're drawing Qiaoliang, aren't you? Yes. Yue, that's not a very easy thing to draw. Why don't you try something else? Bunny, a fox, or that stray cat we saw last time. But I want to draw it. I just want to draw it. You said to draw what I like, and I love it. I love it. The 3 more chimes from the ancestral bell. Look at this. That's a wonderful thumbnail if I had to picture it. Father. The music is so good in everything in this game. I can tell you that for sure. I hate repeating it, but it just brings me calm. Looks like we're at a motel here. I love Los Angeles. T-shirts. 10 in total. Besides family, one of the neighbors' kid, hoo-hoo, too.
And
Dad's watch. Packed. The meat grinder Mom wanted? Packed. Fancy cat toys for Mimi? Packed. Hey, I'm not interrupting, am I? Has our little hero not finished packing yet? Everyone's ready for your farewell party. Did Deputy Chief Eldon really let you decorate the precinct like, what did he call it? A high school prom? What does he know about dances? That guy definitely was not invited to parties. Liang Yue chuckles, shaking her head. So heading out the day after tomorrow? Yes. Oh, you got plans for the next 2 days? Studying for the makeup test? Liang Yue thinks to herself, searching for an answer. I want to take some time to just enjoy the moment.
Hold on a minute.
Enjoy the moment? Yes. Oh, damn it, I rolled the damn thing again. Wow, that's a new one from you. I'll probably only hear from the vigils about their final decision after I return. For now, I just want to try all the things I've never done before or didn't dare to. Facing such undeniable conviction, Portier could only whistle. Don't sweat the results, Princess. Between you and me, I overheard Eldon talking to the Foundation. It was all good stuff. I think he's got a soft spot for troublemakers.
thank you.
Instructor Portier. What? What are you thanking me for? I didn't do a single thing. Compliments. Just, no, you've helped me with the most. Come on, just take the compliment. I'm very sure you're not like the wife here. Sincerity at times can be its own way to stop a conversation. Fortunately, it also paves the way to deeper connections.
By the way,
Yeah, what's on your mind? When I get home, I'd really like to send you some local specialties from my hometown. I hope you'll try them. As if trying to conceal some emotion, the instructor awkwardly twitches her nose.
Why, certainly, Miss Liang.
Alright, to be continued once more. Okay, so we got our, I guess it's going to be the final puzzle here and there. And it looks like this puzzle piece takes about 4 square spaces here. So I need more, 300 of this, but I need less of the strength here. And I guess Unity 30. So I'm trying to figure out what I could work out with, so let me think. I'm going to test my waters here. Let's see. Maybe this one? Alright, it's gonna it's fucking math. Like, it's got plus 10 blue divided by the red. Alright, let me put this here. Okay, I'm exactly at the 15th here, maybe. But I need more blues, so if I'm gonna need more blues, I'm gonna add 20, more 20. I'm guessing more 20 to more 20 to more 20. Okay, I'm at that thing. Maybe I could put more this here? Okay, good enough for me. Tuesday, April 1st, 1980, sunny. My coordination with Qiaoliang is not going well, but it's not its fault. I should have realized that Qiaoliang can't speak or even read. That won't stop me. Whenever Grandpa took me fishing, I would draw while waiting for him to catch a fish. Grandpa would guess what I was drawing, and he'd always get it right. You can do the same. I'll draw out the actions so Qiaoliang can remember them. That way, with just one signal, we'll be in sync. I drew a little person and a big cat to represent us, showing that it's time to strike together. Then I drew a fist to signal that we need to get ready. An outstretched index finger to mean we're attacking, and an open palm to mean stop. After practicing the signals for a while, Qiaoliang understood it. This method is perfect, and we'll definitely get it right next time we practice. Long pause. Dad said Qiaoliang and I can't rely on gestures. That would be lazy. Gestures should be supplementary, and I need to communicate with Qiaoliang without using words or movements at all. Dad always says I don't think things through enough, but how can I improve when I can barely sort out my own thoughts, let alone understand what Qiaoliang's thinking? Okay. So I guess on to rainwater. Rainwater. Is this the switch? Oh, the red line is on. That means it's working. Are you learning how to use a camera? I think so. Or is it the, Oh! Did she just draw that? This is Liang Yue. She really drew that herself. She actually went to a Ferris wheel? I'm currently at the largest amusement park in Los Angeles. Today's weather is sunny. And my goal is to conquer all the most thrilling roller coasters and haunted houses. Oh ho ho. Potier, you better go with her. She needs someone to clutch her arms with.
Please keep this a secret from my mom and dad.
Aw. This is Liang Yue. Yes, I'm at the most famous fortune-telling bar in LA. The owner is a renowned arcane magician who, they say, can craft unforgettable drinks just by looking at a customer. Next, I'll take a sip and report back. It's her photo album, isn't it? This is Liang Yue. Shh, I have to keep my voice down because I'm attending a solemn, a traditional funeral. An elder passed away peacefully, and I can only hope the same for myself, those around me. Sorry, didn't mean to say that. Hey, this is Liang Yue, and now I'm on my flight home. Since we didn't really get to know each other very well before, I think sharing a little about our lives is a good idea. Though I haven't received a reply yet, I'm looking forward to what's to come. With my nose. Hello, Mom. Yes, the flight has been delayed for 2 hours. I won't be home for dinner. Yes, that's right. I'll be in around 2 hours later. Yes, flight 243. I didn't mix it up. They always have last-minute delays. Did he really learn that? That's considerate. That's sweet of him. How was that? I've been practicing my Chinese. I think I got it this time. Your pronunciation is spot on, sir. Though I can't guarantee there isn't a criminal whose arcane skill activates upon hearing a foreign phrase they don't understand. Always a sharp one, huh? That's the kind of officer I trained. Liang, if you earn that official's badge, let me know right away. I will. She witnessed at Potier, and then takes one last lingering look around. Everyone? Liang Yue salutes her colleagues with a fond smile. Her friends and coworkers rise up and return her salute. They all learned. Wow, what a dedicated group. That's sweet of every one of them, huh? Yeah. Let me put my mic closer a bit. Another camera recording. We used to come here all the time. Turn left here. There used to be a blacksmith. Mom said they made a fortune and moved away. Things changed so fast, Qiaoliang. Even though we've only been gone 6 months. This little town has changed so much more than I could ever imagine. Is she making a vlog? So that Qiaoliang can read it? Wow.
Look.
We're back. Hang on. A god wields a snake, bears a tiger's head in a human body, and has 4 hoofs and long elbows. Its name is Qiaoliang. Qiaoliang and Zhuming feed on Jishi and Jixing. Qiaoliang is synonymous with Jiang. I can't say these names like. Blessed are the steadfast in the face of thunder and adversity, who can chase plague to the ends of the earth and bring peace to all. Open the way to peace everlasting. I was trying to read all of that, but I couldn't keep up with the pronunciations. Like, I couldn't. This is a document written in bronze script between the Shang and Zhou dynasties, recording events from ancient times. It's been badly damaged. Restoring it won't be easy. It's been out there for hundreds of years. But aside from you and me, no one in this family knows it exists. You are coincidence. You stumbled upon this book by sheer chance. And I'm the one tasked with rewriting it. It records the ancient ritual that it is said to awaken Qiaoliang. It also lists every member of the Liang family who underwent these trials. Some of them were so drained by the rites that they needed years to recover. Sometimes they never really recover at all. So let me ask you one last time. Are you sure you want to know what's written inside? I'm trying to sound like an old man here, guys. I'm sorry. Forgive me. To burn a single white candle.
春雷惊百虫，万物始生长。
From a carved black lacquered agarwood chest, she retrieves a ceremonial dress. It's been so long, I can hardly remember the year Qiaoliang appeared. She dons the garment.
Father, grandfather, I
have
have a different view of things now.
I jumped the gun here. She places the ritual mask over her head. I don't think it's a fleeting blessing or curse, nor is the rain that has drenched generations of our family. Everything is in place.
It's just itself. We've never truly understood what it really is.
She stands in the courtyard facing the shrine. Why it chose me, how it perceives me, these are answers I want to hear from its own mouth. I won't wait for it to reach out to me this time.
I want to embrace it this time.
Step 1, the tool. The orioles fall silent. Plants bow to the earth. Step 2, the priest. A censer's smoke rises. Ancestral spirits shine bright. Step 3, the incantation. Winds surge in from all directions. Step 4. Blood. I was right, blood. Things are neither entirely this nor entirely that. By knowing yourself, you see them all. If you've truly disappeared from this world... Hold on a second. I like this one already.
Will you ever answer my call again?
Her hands move in strange, ritualistic gestures, reminiscent of Nuo dance. Sparks of electricity burst forth from her bloody fingertips. Thunder roars as silver streaks as lightning slither along the walls, and the heavens seem to bow down to the earth. Before its matchless might, all evil bends. Wherever it strides, all terrors end.
强梁既出，王有不为，斩杀凶旧，小节不详。
I want to let it go, but it just slowly goes. It'll just slowly just reveal itself. And it's here, right? Rain, water. Be continued. We're almost there, guys. Okay. So it looks like a final puzzle, right? Alright, so we got a sealed 7 detective thing and her just meditating with a little Qiaoliang here. So we need 100 of these things, 30 and 50 of these things. So that said, the temple is all fixed up, and we need to choose a good day to hold this ceremony. And that's in September 10th, 1980. Let's think. We could do the hopscotch thing that gives us a close to this and halfway things here. So, alright, I want to get as close to that thing as possible. I need more blue. And there we go. Alright. Wednesday, December 10th, 1980. Raining. This time is different from before. Dad said I have to host it. Now that Qiaoliang is here, it's my responsibility. I've memorized the procedure, practiced the dance steps, and rehearsed my lines over and over again. But when Dad checked on me tonight, he said my expression wasn't firm enough, and my movements lacked strength. There are still 2 days left. I could practice many more times, but I also have school and homework during that day. I could do this. Still, I feel so nervous. If only I could be like Qiaoliang. It always looks so mature. I don't fully understand what maturity means yet, but I think I must be like Qiaoliang, silent. Yet everyone knows it's powerful and capable of anything. No one else knows how badly Qiaoliang was injured before. So that's why it slept for so long, until I woke it up. Qiaoliang is still waiting for me. By now it could have gone back into the phone to rest, but it's staying here with me. I should stop writing and practice some more. If I mess up, everyone will be disappointed. I'll recite the incantation one more time before I practice. Alright, so I was right the first time. I think Qiaoliang went back to the temple to rest, because it's probably one of the most holiest places, sacred places you think. Not sure about the phone though. So waking of insects, huh? Alright. Alright, to the final part, waking of insects. Sorry about that. Clicking my tongue here. Open the way to peace everlasting.
得Qiaoliang之人，后以寿为名，改姓为良，世代相承。然而，现到手Qiaoliang，却已有近100年未曾现身了。
If the mind wavers or selfish desires dominate, Qiaoliang may turn on its master. You are destined to carry on the Liang legacy and bring glory to our name. For the 101st time, wipe off your sweat. It'll affect your vision. Stand before the ancestors' tablets with steadfast posture and grounded breath. Sorry, I had to cough. That opening stance is feeble. Your crouching stance is too clumsy. Your entire form is haphazard and weak. Again. Do it again. Do you hear their voices? Morning and night, they come to honor you, to beg blessings from you. What they pray for, their countless requests, have nothing to do with you or me. Locked away in a statue for so long, you must be lonely. Hello? Hello? Let me know if you can hear me. This is Officer Liang Yue. He already knows. He responded. Yeah, boy. He responded. I'm calling out to you. The colossal beast before her glares menacingly, hot vapor seething from its jagged fangs. The red clouds of the night burst like blood blossoms behind it. It looms over her as tall as a pagoda, striking awe and terror. Its eyes are hot sears that burn into her skin. The tiny figure at its feet is emotionless and inscrutable. Don't you recognize me? The beast scrapes its claw against the ground, lowering into a poised stance. She recognizes the move. It wasn't friendly. It was preparing to strike. I see. Waking you up won't be so simple. I'll have to entertain you first, right? Before she could finish, the beast lunges out like an arrow from a bow. Stones tumble, and the temple appears on the verge of collapse. Her pounding heart pushes blood and primal adrenaline through her veins. Liang Yue lands barely along the edge of a water tank. You really don't hold back, do you? I didn't think you'd come at me with full force. But I knew playing with you would come with some risks. The beast tilts its head to look around. With a flick of its tail, a row of roof tiles tumbles to the ground. Calm down, Liang Yue. But even without it, you have your own strength. You can defeat it. The wind howls, carrying bamboo leaves and debris swirling through the air. In the hazy moonlight, the sweat on the girl's nose glistens with the silver sheen. First move. Starting form. Hold on. Focus your breath in your core. Feet skimming on the ground, as though lifting 1,000 pounds. Let me see that. A little closer, but it's fine enough. The dance. The rain and wind serve as blades. Roars become bullhorns. Dance to the rhythm, the wilder the better. Presenting the seal. 12-hour scripts, 9 palaces, and 8 trigrams. Fingers spin like scattered stars, reshaping the cosmos. The heavy step. Rise to the heavens, traverse the 9 provinces, and roam the world. Starry pearls shine in the cosmos, eclipsing all beauty. Stomping fire. Thunder and fire collide. Swarms of cobalt blue damselflies gathered and spread, becoming phosphorus flames and burning everything to ash. The music is actually halfway out of the way. Flames roll across her skin as the beast unleashes a deafening war, retreating step by step against the tolling of the copper bells. Only then can one understand. All things are one with me. By the way, the music is actually halfway, so it's a little loud to me. With a fierce roar, the beast turns the night blood red. Moonlight shatters like bones, illuminating the girl's flowing black hair in the wind. Dressed in ceremonial attire, the girl murmurs, her form shifting as she combines martial arts and ritual dance. She harnesses her energy, bamboo leaves spiraling like knives in the air. Copper bells chime, resonating through the tiled temple. The beast shudders under the relentless clanging, retreating inch by inch. Under the vast sky, the beast let out a painful wail. And the apartment shakes. Did you feel that? It felt like an earthquake. The rhythmic chopping slows to a stop. The elderly couple turns to look out the window. Listen closely. That sounded like a tiger's roar. The sound is so vivid. It's coming from the temple. The two lock eyes, faces shifting into mutual realization. They have a bad feeling. We need to go. Heavy breathing, he rushed over. Yue!
Qiaoliang.
What are you doing here? Didn't you say your flight was delayed? The temple is tranquil now. Duckweed ripples gently in the cistern. Despite the bamboo shadows swaying, all traces of the storm have vanished. There, standing in the moonlit courtyard, is a girl. She turns to face them. Father, Mother, why are you wearing ceremonial attire? What were you doing out here? The question is loaded with meaning. She never doubts her mother's intuition, but now isn't the time. Oh, nothing. I just came back in early and thought I'd surprise you, so I didn't tell you. Surprise? Who surprises someone by coming to the temple and making a racket? That's... She looks over to her husband, expecting a matching response. He says nothing but gives his daughter a long and deep stare, filled with unspoken words. Then he reaches out for her. You look full of energy. That's because I'm your daughter. She gently takes her father's hand from her shoulder. Come on, let's go home for dinner.
稍微等一下，我能叫一个小伙伴来咱家一起吃饭吗？
Of course, why not? Who is it? A new friend you made in America? Or an old classmate from the academy? Liang Yue shakes her head and takes out her phone, dialing a number. And that's when that little guy just takes on that tiny little form. Aww, look at that. The beast appears before them. Allow me to introduce you to my new colleague and friend, Officer Qiaoliang. He called it Officer Qiaoliang. Aww. Wait. Text message? Is it speaking through the phone? By messages? I do not understand emoji text. Huh? It seems like deciphering your language will take some time. But we can do it, right? The beast hears her and shakes itself, lifting its chin to give Liang a sideways glance. Then, almost imperceptibly, it nods. Qiaoliang wasn't really lost, was it? But Liang Yue wonders how to explain, but her mother's concern is cut short. Well, losing it wouldn't have been a bad thing, and keeping it isn't something to take for granted either. His gaze lingers on his daughter for a moment longer, studying her with doubt until he looks away. He exhales deeply, releasing a breath that had been stuck in his chest. We're just glad you're all right. The coarse hand that had almost settled on her shoulder hesitates and falls to his side. The family's shadows stretch long as they walk away, their outlines tracing the moss-covered stone steps of the temple. The stone steps silently crack open. The fissure runs upward along the pillars, past several beams reaching the temple's roof ridge, where two Qiaoliang statues perched. She swivels back to look back at the temple. In the cool night, it seems almost like a mirage, majestic and serene. What's wrong, Yue? Her father follows her eyes backward. From behind the temple, a flock of white cranes takes flight. Their snow-white wings stretch wide under the boundless sky before folding back again, soft feathers gently floating down from above. What are you looking at? It's a fleeting moment lost in a trance. Nothing. She watches the flock of white cranes and smiles before stepping across the temple's threshold. Well, guys, she got her friend back. And I'm honestly happy for it. Oh, look at this. Aww. Liang Yue as herself. Don't do the credits here. Qiaoliang as itself. That's too cute, to be honest. Portier as herself. Of course, Eldoness himself. We're just gonna let the credits roll, guys. Thank you for watching. The game does it for me. I was gonna say thank you for watching this video, and it did that for me. So, well, that's something. And of course, it's the end of that. Wow. All right. Alright, I'm going to mute this whole video here so the music doesn't overlap my voice here. So thank you all for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like or dislike. Anything you want to say about this video? What did you think about the story so far? This whole side story so far? If you have any thoughts about that, just let me know in the comment section down below and see what you think. And if you enjoyed that video as well, me narrating this, again, like the video. And if you guys are wanting to support my channel by clicking that subscribe button, please do so. If you enjoy my narration, my gameplay, my games I choose to play, the casual vibes I bring, and it just honestly would help me out. And I would be glad, and it'd be greatly appreciated if you like the video and liking my videos in my channel, as well as subscribing to my channel to support my channel. So, she has gone through a depressive state, and she took an injury, thinking that she was trying to save her friend, and then she realizes that she has to go home, and calling it back at home, because it's the first place where they met. They had a bout, and I'm just glad that she can bring it out in a form that befits a friendly gesture. So, until next time, I will be doing another video as well. I think I'm going to be doing Anon's anecdote, because it does have her unique side cube, so I can put it on her. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in new videos, so peace out, and have an awesome weekend.